The book that I have read is The Sultan's Tigers and was written by Josh Lacey. The book has 291 pages and was first released in the UK October 4th, 2012. The book was released to the rest of the world November 5th, 2013. About the author. Josh Lacey is a British author, best known for the GRK series, The Dragon's Eater and The Sultan's Tigers. He was born and grew up in London, where he had a passion of reading books like Narnia and Tintin. These stories made him want to become an author. Before writing books full-time, Lacey worked as a journalist, teacher, and a screenwriter. He has written around 40 books, and many of them have been translated to over 20 languages. His stories are exciting, funny, and loved by people around the world. Short summary. Tom and his family goes to his grandfather's funeral, and Tom visits his grandfather's house alone. There he finds a man named Marco, who is looking for some letters, and he forces Tom to help him find them. When Tom's family arrives, Marco runs away, and Tom tells his uncle about what had happened. Together they find the letters, and it appears to be a map to a small tiger statue covered in jewels, which were stolen by his great-great-grandfather from a sultan in India. Tom and his uncle travel to India, with Marco secretly following them. They manage to lose him during the flight. In India, they search for the statue, and Tom finds it in a hidden temple. He sets the temple on fire and steals the statue. They try to sell the statue to a rich man, but his police friends steal it and arrest him. After a crash, Tom and his uncle escapes with the statue. Later, they make a plan to steal the rest of the tiger statues from the rich man's museum. During the heist, Marco tries to stop him, but they push him into a pit full of real tigers. In the end, they return the statues to the temple, and when they get home, Tom is grounded for life. Setting. The story takes place in India, where Tom goes on an adventure to find the statue. Some parts of the story also takes place in England, where Tom first learns about the statue. The story happens in modern time, but it also talks about things that happened in the past when the statue were first stolen. The book shows us both modern India and its history. It talks about British rule in India and how some treasures were taken long ago. The story also teaches the difference between rich and poor people and about fairness and doing the right thing. Main characters. Tom is the main character of the book, and he is a brave and curious boy who probably is around 14 years old. He goes on an adventure to find the lost treasure. The book doesn't describe him very much, but he is an active and determined boy. Tom is kind and wants to do the right thing, not just take the treasure for himself. He faces wild tigers, dangerous enemies, and other dangerous challenges, but he never gives up. He has a close relationship with his uncle, who helps him on their adventure. Along the way, he meets new people. Some of them try to help him, and others try to stop him. Theme. The theme of The Sultan's Tigers is about being brave and doing the right thing. Tom goes on a big adventure not just to find treasure, but to fix something wrong that happened in the past. This shows us that it's important to be fair and honest, even when it's hard to make the right choice. The author's message is that kindness and doing good are more important than money. Tom doesn't want to keep the treasure, he wants to return it. This teaches us that making good choices and helping others is what really matters. Writing style and what I have learned. Foreshadowing. The author gives small hints about what might happen next in the story, like when Tom finds an old map or hears about the treasure. These hints make us feel excited and curious to see what will happen next. Symbolism. In the story, the tigers aren't just animals, they represent danger but also bravery. The treasure can be used as a symbol of doing the right thing and finding the truth. The author uses these devices to make the story more interesting and to help us think about the deeper meaning behind what's happening in the story. Personal opinion. I like the book even though I don't normally like to read. It was fun and exciting to read. The reason I liked it is that I like thrilling and mysterious books, and this book was definitely that. Excerpt. I placed the candle on the floor and arranged a few spindly twigs over the flame. They caught quickly. The wood must have been very dry. I coaxed it for a few moments till the fire was blazing merrily, then stood up and walked slowly and coolly away, as if I didn't have a care in the world. I chose this excerpt because it's one of the turning points, and it changed the story. The reason it changed the story is that if he hadn't lit the temple on fire, he would have ended up with a lot of money. To me, this excerpt is a symbol of greed and egoism, because he does this so he could get money, but people in the temple is going to get sad and have to build it up from the start again.